Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Hello everyone, today we're looking at one of the newer Ironwind Metal sculpts, the Marauder II. This one comes today thanks to the Patreon and our channel members as you helped get this mini to review. Before we get into it, if you would like to support the channel and help make more of these reviews possible, you can become a channel member here on YouTube or a patron at patreon.com/unicorncompany. Now, on to the review. So, a few weeks back, I was able to get my hands on a new Marauder II miniature from Ironwind Metals. There are two versions of the mini, the standard walking or standing version and the jumping model. The one I have here is the standard version that can be used to make the Marauder II 5A, 5B, and 6C. Using the Fortress Miniatures and Games pricing, the standard model, product number 205230, is available for $26, and the jumping model, product MADIIJP, is $34.20. I picked up the standing model and it comes as a multi-part mini. Overall, it has a total of 11 parts with the torso, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, a hip, and 3 dorsal cannons. The feet not being sculpted into the legs allows for a greater amount of detail on both and also allows for a lot of posability with the miniature. Mold lines are scant, and any of the locations of like the pour points and the vents, they aren't in places that make you scratch your head, and they're all pretty easy to remove and clean up. As mentioned, it does come with 3 dorsal cannons, and all of them slot into position on the right torso very well, so that you can go ahead and figure out which one you want. I dry fitted all 3, and they all seated well without any issues that needed to be fixed. And in theory, you might actually be able to magnetize them. The Marauder II from Ironwind Metals scales perfectly with the plastic model from Catalyst Game Labs, and it has very crisp details, and feels like it gives me crisper details than the plastic miniature, which isn't surprising. As you can see, I have given it a pretty dynamic pose, at least for a 100-ton mech, and it wasn't very hard to do. In fact, I feel like it's easier than posing it in like a normal standing pose, because you don't really have to worry as much about everything lining up perfectly, which is a really nice thing to do to allow you to have some variation in the way your mechs look, but also so you don't have a mech that's standing, but for some reason it's just off and the torso is leaning to the left or right and looks wonky. I didn't pick up the jumping one, so I don't have anything to say about that today. But if you would like to hear my thoughts on it, other than the fact that I really don't like jumping models, let me know in the comments and we can go ahead and see about getting one. If you're looking for a centerpiece model for your Assault Lance, your Mercenary Unit in Alpha Strike, or your Wolf Dragoons company, I really do recommend picking this up. You can get it for the prices I mentioned from our sponsor, Fortress Miniatures and Games. I will have a link to it in the description, as well as to the jumping one. So, that pretty much covers the Marauder II metal miniature. It's really well done. I really like it. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this new miniature. And also, have you picked one up already? So let me know in the comments. Thank you to my patrons. At Captain, we have Sarah. Lieutenants, we have Boy in a Box and Nasty Taurus. Sergeants, BZ Archer, Steven, Faz, Housemaster Poding, and Country Fried Minis. And our cadets, Scott, Jamie, NB Kaiju, Domini, and Brother Carr. I also want to thank my channel members, Miss J. Speechly, Anonymous Only Agent, and Greg Swars. And finally, Unicorn Company's sponsor, Fortress Miniatures and Games. Check them out. They're a huge supporter of the community and the best place to get all your Battletech needs taken care of. If you want to support Unicorn Company, you can become a channel member here on YouTube or a patron at patreon.com/unicorncompany. Links to my sponsors, also Country Fried Minis and Scott's Game Room, will be in the description. Thank you all, and stay safe out there, Mech Warriors. This is Carrie, signing off.